Construction now underway on the new Foxconn plant after it cleared a critical hurdle from the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources.
Now, the DNR approved the city of Racine's request to pull 7 million gallons of water every day from Lake Michigan. Most of it will serve the Mount Pleasant facility.
New at 10, Vince Vetrano looks at the top water users from the lake and how Foxconn compares.
7 million gallons of water. Tonight, we dig deeper into that number, giving perspective on just how big of a straw Foxconn wants to dip into our Great Lakes. Michigan is one of the largest lakes on the planet Earth. In 2016, Wisconsin sucked nearly 1.3 trillion gallons of water from it. So what exactly is the impact of a few million more every day? It sounds like a staggering number. Is it really that big?
Well, whether it's big or small is hard for me to say.
Because not all water draws from the lake are the same. Adam Freihofer is with the DNR.
It really depends on who's using the water and for what and how their facility, in the case of industry, is designed.
The top Lake Michigan water user in the state of Wisconsin is the We Energies Oak Creek Power Plant, taking 1.6 billion gallons of water every single day. However, it returns all of it to the lake. Racine's request for 7 million more will send water outside of the drainage area for Lake Michigan, known as the Great Lakes Basin. 5.8 million gallons could be used by Foxconn every day, but 2.7 million may not return. And that's the number we should really be focused on.
The water lost in the diversion request, which is about 2.7 million gallons per day, equivalates to 200 millionth of a percent of the volume of Lake Michigan itself.
200 millionths of 1%. The Foxconn plant could run at full tilt for 13,000 years and still not have drained 1% of the water from Lake Michigan. Up here in Chopper 4, we're over another giant straw sucking a lot of water out of Lake Michigan, and that is the city of Chicago. The Windy City is also very thirsty. Chicago draws nearly 1 billion gallons of water daily from the lake, and it doesn't put it back. Treated wastewater flows west, right out of the Great Lakes Basin. One of Milwaukee's top water users is Miller Brewing. 2017 figures from Milwaukee Waterworks show Miller using more than 1 million gallons a day, with truckloads of barrels, bottles, and cans, shipping a lot of that outside the Great Lakes Basin as well. Can you talk a little bit about whether or not there's political pressure for the DNR to act in any particular way in this case?
Well, it's pretty clear from my perspective that we need to make sure that the criteria of the compact are met. And so I'm not really looking at the political pressure. I'm looking solely at what's in the Great Lakes Compact and what's in our state statute.
One environmental group said it's less concerned about the 7 million gallons in this case and more concerned with the precedent it may set for other companies and communities who want to tap the Great Lakes. Vince Vetrano, today's TMJ4.
Vince, thanks. Foxconn will have to pre-treat any wastewater it sends back to Racine, where it will be treated again before it winds up back in our lake.